Perfect. Good morning and welcome back to T2 SMC Trader. How are you all? I hope everyone is cool. If you can hear me, please let me know that before we go furthermore, and then we'll see about the price action a bit. But first, let me know if you can hear me. Good morning, RSB BE4X BE4XY. Vin, good morning, brother. RS and Edith, both of you are the same guy. Please let me know that. Sujivan, good morning, brother. You're loud and clear. Thank you so much, brother, for confirming that. I just need to make sure that more people have joined before I go further more. So we'll wait a bit more, like 1 2 minute. I will just wait if some other people can join. By the way, I'm just 11,994 subscribers. Just need six more subscribers before hitting 12,000 subscribers. So please help me. Help me to get 12,000. Hey Sharada, thank you, brother, for being over here, man. Love you. It's a brother's way love, okay? Not in any other way. It's a brother's love. How was the day yesterday, guys? Around the PM session, it was disaster, to be honest. I manually closed a trade, and unfortunately, ah, that was disaster because that trade worked so beautifully. Unfortunately, I was not in that trade because I closed it manually, and after maybe 45 minutes consolidation, it fall. Jeep Jeep Smith. Good morning, brother. Gurdev, good morning, brother. Sujivan, wow, six more to hit 12K. Yeah, just six more people need to be hit at 12,000. Just six more. Let's see if I can get it by tomorrow, today or tomorrow. Looking good, bro. Thank you so much, man. Gurdev, love you, brother. I'm cool, man. Thanks for asking. Thank you so much, man. Someone is giving request in the name of you in Discord, just ignore them, man. I never request anyone as long as it's not needed or it's not important, or if I don't feel that I need to talk to him personally, I don't give any kind of request or any kind of message. If they ask you for money, like in Discord it happens a lot. Some people just do this type of things. I think it's a bot or something, but never ever give them any kind of money in our channel, in our group. If I ask you the money, I will ask it in live, okay, in front of everyone. Not going to give you a personal message and then not asking you to join my personal course or Discord or whatever it is. Okay, I'll never do that. So just ignore them, block them, or something like that. Hey, Jency, good morning, brother. Thank you for being over here. I just need for six more subscribers, so it's your responsibility to make it 12,000 by today. I'm going to go to the price section because I'm already late. It's 9:01. So other people, when they will join, just greetings with them. Okay. This is the weekly chart, and this is the weekly last week candle. We had look for the TGIF. That means this any of these two line. I wanted to see it to be traded by yesterday or by tomorrow today. Okay. So by Monday or Tuesday, it has to finish the TGIF. That was my target for this week, and I mean for yesterday and today. It has been done already by today. So like this TGIF is not important to me anymore because it has already tapped to these lines. So I'm going to remove them from my chart. I'm gonna keep this chart clean like this way. Okay. However, I have this weekly bullish gap that's I'm going to mark over here around this area. I'm just going to keep this chart gap to my all time frame. That's all in all time frame. So I'm gonna lock it. This is the weekly bullish gap. I'm just gonna keep it. I'm not thinking that market is coming over here. That's not my intention to think. But I'll just keep it over here. If it really would love to fall, then we'll see these lines or this gap for later purpose. Okay, so right now it's not important to me. This is the daily chart, and as you can see here, this is Monday candle. I told yesterday that today's candle is gonna be like this, exactly like this type of candle. Why? Because I have already explained it. Okay, it's gonna be a consolidation day or accumulation day, like this type of days. Eventually, it will tap to the TGIF line. That was my expectation yesterday. It didn't do that. Instead of that, it has just tapped to the TGIF line by today. Yesterday, it missed by some handle, small handle. It missed to trade that TGIF line, but it has been done by today. That's absolutely perfect. Right now, from the daily chart, I'm watching this candle low, so I'm gonna mark a line over here. Just gonna mark it, and I'm gonna keep it over here. If this market really would love to go and make the manipulation leg for this candle, we'll see that. Okay, right now I'm thinking about that. No, I'm not thinking like that way, at least not from my daily chart. So from the daily chart, I'm not seeing this is going to be traded. Instead of that, I'm watching this gap over here. That gap I'm going to mark right now. It's the gap I'm watching, so I'll keep this gap to my lower time frame. It's gonna be the daily bullish fair value gap. So where is the daily gap? So this is the daily bullish gap. I would love to see if this daily bullish gap can hold the market, send it higher, like this type of things. Okay, not thinking this is going to go below this low from my daily chart. Not interested to see it's to go below this low. It can of course go below this low. We'll see that from our lower time frame, because from our lower time frame it's disaster, to be honest. Daily chart, I don't have anything to say over there. Oh, by the way, yesterday was an classical accumulation day. Today is the manipulation day. That means market is going to take the previous day low. More importantly, the Friday low. If it can go to the Friday low as well, it is also acceptable. But the main is previous day low. That has been already cleared. So can it go for the previous day high? That's my intention for today, because today is Tuesday. Only Tuesday, I look for previous day high and previous day low. That is very important for me only in Tuesday. So in Monday, when it has cleared the previous week high or the previous day high, I really don't care about that, because it doesn't mean anything to me. It has no intention to go for the previous day low after clearing the previous day high. It doesn't. It never looks like that way on Monday. But Tuesday, it's highly important. If the job is done, that means previous low was the target for the market maker, then it will start to go for the previous day high. If it is overzealous, then it can first tap to the Friday low, not this candle low. It doesn't have any value to me as well. Previous day low, then it will start to go for the previous day high. It doesn't need to clear the previous day high, but after clearing the previous day low or the Friday low, it will go toward the previous day high. If it has enough power, if it has enough news or manipulative kind of manipulative news or something like that, kind like Trump will tweet something, there will be Fetcher probably speak something like that. Okay, so that market maker can do the manipulation. In that type of scenario, it can go for the high. Maybe we have the earnings. Okay, so by using that earnings, it will go for the previous day high. Otherwise, it go toward the previous day high, but doesn't finish the job by Tuesday. It doesn't do that. If it do that, perfect. If it doesn't also do that, we don't need to worry about that, because we know that we are looking for buy. We don't need to look for the top. We are not going to catch the top. We are just going to go toward that direction, and we are gonna take some meat from the bone. That's all. The whole bone, we are going to take a very small portion of the meat from that bone. Coming to this 4-hour chart, and as you can see here, this is the 4-hour chart. There is a new week opening gap, sorry, new day opening gap over here, which is just below this low. So I'm gonna keep this gap as well over here around this area, which is a new day opening gap. I'm gonna change the color to yellow. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this yellow chart over here. That is a new day opening gap. Friday, sorry, Thursday candle close, and I mean, sorry, not Thursday. Actually, I don't know why it's showing the Thursday and Thursday. There is a gap. However, there is a gap. It's a new day opening gap, but I don't know why it's showing like that way. I really don't know why the time frame is not. I think it's because of 4-hour chart. However, there is a gap. I'm just watching this gap to see if it can actually come below this low, trade this gap, and then keep going higher or not. If it can do that, absolutely perfect. If it doesn't do that, I don't need to worry about that. The first time it will start to go higher, I'll look for the buy. That's all. From the hourly chart, to be honest, no sell side liquidity. I have some buy side liquidity here. This high has been cleared over here by a shallow run. So this is my buy side liquidity. That is going to be my target for today. Actually, I'm interested to see this market will go for this buy side liquidity, which is an obvious liquidity over here. This buy side liquidity is going to be my target for today. Right now, this market came here and it has built some sell side liquidity. It can fall for this sell side liquidity. See this relatively equal lows, this low and that low, though it has traded this small gap over here, which is the last fair value gap. You see this candle high, that candle low, there is a small gap over here. So even though it has traded this gap, but I will see if it can fall one more time by using this gap and come to clear this sell side liquidity over here, build a wick for that candle, doesn't have any wick, then trade this new to opening gap. I think it will show right now. Yeah, like this is the Thursday 4 p.m. candle that has closed, and then a new candle open around 6 p.m. So there is a gap over here, new to opening gap. So can it trade this new to opening gap and start to go higher again? I have no sell side liquidity. It has engineered the sell side liquidity. I'm just watching, can it fall around 9:30 to 10 for this sell side liquidity, trade this gap, then start to go higher for this buy side liquidity. From the daily chart, I will see a long wick over here, huge wick over here, but body is going to be respected that bullish fair value gap from the daily chart. That is my only intention to see from my lower time frame and my higher time frame. If it doesn't do that, instead of that, go above this gap over here. See this daily gap. If it see, I mean, if I see that around 9:30 market started to go higher and like 15-minute candle has closed above this daily gap, I'll start to look for buy for this buy side liquidity. Otherwise, I'll let the market to fall to take this sell side liquidity, to make the manipulation leg for this no wick candle, to trade this gap, then I will start to look for buy. It will all depend on the market, how and when the market is going to finish the job over here. Okay. From the 15-minute chart, same buy side liquidity over here. This is my highest intention to see, can the market take this buy side liquidity over here. Again, this low and that low, that they are not important liquidity to me. If you guys remember, there was some liquidity around that area from the 50-minute chart, but it was not my target, which is an obvious liquidity that has been cleared over here. I'm not absolutely like very happy to see that it has cleared this one, then started to go higher by using this last fair value gap. See this candle high, that candle low. Let me actually mark this gap. It will be easier for all of you to understand which one I'm actually talking about. Here there is a very small gap, so if I mark this gap, extend it to my right, this is the 50-minute last gap from the 50-minute chart. So if it really would love, I don't want to see that. Okay, to be honest, I don't want to see that market is going to respect this gap and keep going higher. I don't want to see that. I want to see it will fall, take this sell side liquidity, trade it, then start it to go higher. If it happens, that is the best case of scenario. But if it doesn't do that, instead of that, just keep going higher. I'm more than enough. It's more than enough for uh being bullish after the 50-minute candle close above this high. So I have to let the market until 140 handle. I have to let it go. Don't think that it's going to happen like this yesterday. This is the whole price action from yesterday. Okay, all of this fall happened by today, not by yesterday. Okay, it happened already by today, not yesterday. So this is the yesterday's price action. I told you that it's going to happen like this way. Market open around 9:30, which is here somewhere. Okay, I just don't I think this is the 9:30 candle. So this is the 9:30 candle and this is the 4 p.m. candle here. This is the last candle from yesterday. Okay, so from there to there, this is the whole price action from yesterday. So all the price action you are seeing right now, it happened by today, not by yesterday. So this is the price action from yesterday. It was expected. If you guys don't forget it, I told that it's gonna happen like that way. I just wanted to see it will come to this TGIF line, but it didn't come yesterday, so it came actually today. I'm not expecting this is going to happen today, even though we have this overnight big run. So actually market has fallen from that area to that area, which is near about 477 handle. Even though this market has fallen this far, I'm not expecting it's gonna be a consolidation day as well around the morning session. I need to see more beautiful price action toward the buy side liquidity, which is over here, which is an obvious liquidity over there. So can it go and take this buy side liquidity? That is my highest priority. But before doing that, what can happen? It can fall, take this sell side liquidity, trade this gap, then start to go higher. How do I know that it's not going to fall? Instead of that, it's going to go higher. Right now, I will start to look for sell for this sell side liquidity as long as this market is below this daily bullish fair value gap. as long as from 15-minute chart, okay? As long as it is below this. If I see the body has closed from 15-minute chart above this gap, there is last parabolic from 15-minute chart, last parabolic 15-minute chart, last parabolic 15-minute chart. I don't give a shit about any of them except this one, okay? So it can stop the market except this one. Any other gap, bearish gap, is not important to me. I just need a confirmation that market is not interested to take this sell side liquidity. Instead of that, it is more interested to take this buy side liquidity. I have to wait for this market to close above this gap. Then I'll get the confirmation that market is actually interested to go for this buy side liquidity. Otherwise, the highest probability is this is going to happen by today. Market is going to fall and then it's going to close here somewhere. This is gonna be the whole price action for today. Okay, like it's not going to take this buy side liquidity by today. If it have more, I mean, more energy, maybe it can go over here. But I don't think so. It's going to happen like this. So it's going to close inside this gap after clearing this sell side liquidity. So first it will fall, then it will go higher. I would love to see this to happen by today's price action. This is my expectation by today. Okay. So first around 9:30, I will see if it can fall so that I can frame a sell setup. And then after coming here, I'll look for the buy setup. If I see around 9:30, market started to respect any bullish fair value gap and started to go higher, closed above this gap, I will start to look for buy from any sort of retracement. So if it happens like this way, here and then come here, then I will wait for the retracement at first. Then from this retracement area, from that area, I'll start to look for buy for this buy side liquidity. If it fall, I believe that it's going to close inside this gap. If it doesn't fall, instead of that, just go and started to go higher for this buy side liquidity. I believe this market will clear this buy side liquidity by today, which is gonna be the previous day high. I think this is the buy side liquidity as well, which is the all-time high. It can also go for this all-time high as well, which is the buy side liquidity from 15-minute chart as well. All-time high and the buy side liquidity, both of them are over there. So it can go for this buy side liquidity as well if it doesn't fall. If it fall, I don't think so it's gonna take that buy side liquidity depending on the market speed. If it has enough speed, momentum, then it can go and take this buy side liquidity. We don't need to worry about that because we are not going to catch the top. We are just going to predict this is going higher and we are going to catch some meat from the bone. So this whole leg, we'll try to take some portion of this leg. That's my interest actually today. Any of these two things happen. But if you ask me, gun to my head, I want to see this to happen by today. Okay, like it will fall, then it will go higher. I just would love to see this before it happens. I would love to come to this dollar index a bit and on a go to the daily chart. If you guys see over here, this daily chart, this bullish gap is still holding the market. And I told you, remember, if you guys remember from the weekly chart, when I was here in the weekly chart, I told that I want to see this will react from there. Market will come over here to this gap. It was marked on my chart when the market was over here. I didn't mark it after it happened. Okay, you guys, if you guys remember when I was talking about that. So I just told that from the weekly chart, I want to see the reaction from here. Market will come there and then this market will fall for this sell side liquidity over here. So market actually didn't go over here. Instead of that, opened over there. Okay, so it actually opened over there, but it has only provided me the sell side delivery, so it can go back one more time to trade this gap one more time. I'm not saying it needs to happen, but it can happen. It can come back again to this gap one more time to trade it, because opening and closing is absolutely different. It didn't retrace from there, it opened over there, so it's a huge gap. It has a huge gap over there. That is also new week opening gap. So it can come over here. So if I go to the daily chart one more time, this daily candle can go back again to this area one more time to this volume imbalance as well as that bearish gap from the weekly chart, and then it can start to fall for this sell side liquidity over here. It is also possible. Okay, so if it really would love to go higher over here, I believe this nasdaq market Nasdaq market will come to this area, more importantly to this area before going higher. This is a highly probable things for me, and I really would love to see that type of things to happen. On a come to this ES bit, you can see this ES has built a all-time high today as well. This is the ES. The all-time high was here. I mean, yesterday market has built another all-time high. Then today also built another all-time high. Market has cleared all the buy-side liquidity, and now it is going to go for some sort of sell-side liquidity over here. We have this beautiful sell-side liquidity over here. Is it going to go for this sell-side liquidity? That is very contradictory over here, or is it going to use this volume imbalance and going to go higher again for the all-time high? Like, I'm not a trader of ES or mini S&P. I really don't want to predict anything over here. This is bullish so far. When the market is going higher, this is the strongest as a market in between Nasdaq, ES, and YM. This is the strongest. Okay, so when the market is going higher, if I look for any sort of SMT, then I will look for the SMT depending on this guy as a strongest one, and the Nasdaq is the weaker, okay, weaker sister comparing with ES market. So depending on that concepts, I'll look for the SMT. As my second monitor is ready, actually, that's why I'll be able to look for the SMT from today, and I will look for the SMT as well. Okay, I'm coming to this daily chart a bit over here. This is the all-time high. This market never reached to this all-time high. I want to see this market to go for this all-time high over here. It has traded this bullish gap from the daily chart, as you can see over here around this area. So it tapped to this bullish gap from the daily chart. So perfectly traded this daily bullish fair value gap over here. I'm more interested to see can it go for this buy side liquidity at first. After reaching to this buy side liquidity slowly, but definitely it's going to clear that all time high. This is the high of the range and low of the range here. Market came to the deep premium. I believe that this market has a high probability to go for this all-time high. But this new leg, which is high over here and low over here, this is the equilibrium. The highest possible area is this line, can be traded before going higher one more time. But if it is overzealous, it can fall for this equilibrium as well, or 6 on 8 area, which is this gap aligned over here. It can come over here one more time. I'm not expecting this is going to happen. I really don't want to see that. I wanna see the momentum should be on the market, and market will clear this buy side liquidity at least before any sort of retracement. Like if even if it would love to fall and take some liquidity, it will happen after clearing this buy side liquidity. So as long as this is not going to clear this buy side liquidity, all other SA market like this Nasdaq, ES, they will keep pushing the market to the all time high one against again and again and again. It will keep making the all time high, and I believe until September to October the market will be bullish. Okay, and from October, okay, not September, actually from October market will start to fall, and that fall is gonna be like disaster. To be honest, that's gonna be disaster. So until October, I'm extremely bullish for all the SA market like Nasdaq, ES, YM. For all the SA market, I'm bullish until October. So this is April is going to end like after two days, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So next 6 months, I believe this will be a bullish market. Next 6 months, okay, it's gonna be only the bullish market. Of course, with the retracement, not like this way. Not I don't like this type of run because it disaster, and we are not able to trade this type of market. We need to see some liquidity to be cleared at first before going higher. I need to see the next 6 months to be a bullish market, and market will keep making the all time high. Of course, like some sort of retracement will happen, but again the market will go toward the buy side liquidity. That is my expectation for the next 6 months. Okay, however, I would love to come over here in 15-minute chart, and I can see this gap over here. I'm gonna mark this gap, not this bearish gap. Why not this bearish gap? Because I'm expecting the bull market. Okay, so this market can keep going higher without coming over here. This is the best case of scenario, but if it doesn't need to do that, so as I'm bullish, so I need to look for this gap prior to 9:30 to find out, is this market really going higher and take this buy side liquidity, or does this market would love to fall first for this sell side liquidity to come over here depending on this gap. If 15-minute candle can close below this gap, which is prior to 9:30, it's a very important gap, guys. Keep observing this gap. You will get a lot of hindsight. You will get a lot of confirmation about the pre-market or market direction. Whatever is your bias is, hold on your bias. According to your bias, look for the gaps. That gap is important to you because if it is going to respect it, this market doesn't need to fall and finish to take some liquidity before going higher. It doesn't need to do that if this gap can hold the market. So if this gap is holding the market, I will think that this liquidity is never going to be cleared. Instead of that, market is going to clear this buy side liquidity. I don't want to see that, to be honest. I want to see this will fall first and then it will come over here. That is the best case of scenario. Otherwise, I have already told you what else can happen. It will just simply trade this gap, and then it will go for all of these buy side liquidity. I really don't want to see that. So if the market from 50-minute chart can close below this gap, I will start to look for sell for this sell side liquidity, this no wick candle which is over here. So let me actually make it front. and let me send it back. Okay, over here. So this no weak candle low and until maybe to the 50% or maybe a bit below of this 50% or anywhere. Okay, just I'll see wherever it can fall. However, it will trade this gap and then it will start to go higher. How do I take the sell? If this gap is broken and there is a bearish setup, then and only then I will start to look for the selling opportunity. Otherwise, I'm not interested to take the sell. I will wait for this market to close above this gap. Then I will wait as well, like for the retracement. Then I will go for the buy, like exactly like this way. Okay, so something like this, then it will retrace, it will engineer buy side liquidity here, some sort of buy side liquidity, it will engineer it over there, then it will retrace to the 50% or the 618%, and then I will start to look for buy for this buy side liquidity over here. I'm done. This is the leg I want to catch today. If this gap hold to the market, all other leg I'm not interested to touch this market at all. In the meantime, if you are bullish, you find a bullish setup, go for that buy. If you are bearish, you find a sell setup, go for that sell. I'm only interested to catch either this sell, either this leg over here, or both of this leg. Like this fall, this buy. Because this is the best case scenario for me. So if it happens, I will try to catch both of this leg, both this sell, both this buy. Okay. So buy and sell, both of them I'll take. If it doesn't do that, started to go higher, I'll look for this. Okay, just exactly like that way. What else can happen? It can come until this gap, which is over here, last gap, and then it can start to fall for this area. Okay, before going higher. If it also happens, then I will look for this gap to inverse, and then from here to here, I'll look for the sell from there to there. This is the leg I'm going to catch. Okay, not going to take any sell from there. Not interested to take any sell from there. Maybe it will come over here. Then there is a beautiful sell setup. I'm framing that setup. You will see that I'm not pushing my button. You can go for that trade if you want, but I'm not interested to push the button from there. I would love to follow the rules today. I want to see that if I can follow the rules. The rules I need to follow to be a profitable trader. However, this is my whole plan for today. I have explained you all the scenario. Like yesterday, I was only bearish. I was not talking about any sort of bull run or any kind of different case of scenario. Why you are talking like today? Yesterday, I had an exact direction. I had this buy sell liquid. I told that I don't care about that buy sell. It's not going to be taken. It's not going to be taken. If before this market trade the TGIF line. So my direction was absolutely clear yesterday over here. That market will trade the TGIF line. After trading the TGIF line, it can go a bit higher. There is nothing wrong. But today, when the TGIF is done and market has cleared some sort of buy side liquidity, and I have a lot of lines over here, overnight big run, make it much more difficult for me to find out the direction. For example, market is over here today. Okay, it didn't come over here. Just it is over here, exactly over here. I would say like that way. This is the gap. When this gap is going to be broken, I'm gonna take the sell until the TGIF line because I will have a clear direction, right? Clear direction. The job is already done before the market open. As the job is already done, I have to think a different case of scenario. What else can happen? Does this market really would love to go higher for this buy side liquidity? According to the narrative, it should do that. It should go only for the buy side liquidity because previous day low is taken. But as the Friday low is also important, which is over here. Okay, this is the Friday low. As sorry, not yeah, this is the Friday low. So as this low is important over here, you are seeing Thursday. Actually, this is the Friday candle, which has opened on Thursday 6 p.m. That's why it's showing the Thursday, but this is actually low of the Friday candle. So this low is also important for the market, and this market didn't clear any sort of obvious, I mean, any sort of beautiful liquidity yet. Okay, you can say this liquidity. I'm not seeing this as a liquidity. It's not a liquidity to me. It's not a liquidity to me. So you can think about this as a liquidity. I'm not interested to see this is an liquidity. Instead of that, if you said this is my liquidity, I'll be agree with you. So this low has been cleared over here by a shallow run. I will say this is a beautiful sell side liquidity around that area. So this is my sell side liquidity, not that one. So I'm going to remove this one from here. You see this last fair value gap below, which is just above the sell side liquidity, has been broken over here. uh, you can see here this candle has closed below this last gap, so it's the fake breakout, as well as this is the confirmation, sorry, this is the sign. Market left a sign. I will be back to take this sell side liquidity to make a wick over here to trade this gap before going higher. However, when the market will come over here, and after that, if I see this market will keep falling, I'm not going to touch this market. After coming over here, I'm only bullish. I'm not bearish anymore, just bullish. My statement is very bold. I would love to see, gun to my head, this market will fall and come over here at first. Then it will start to go higher. toward this buy side liquidity, but it doesn't need to take this buy side liquidity. It will just start to go toward that buy side liquidity. I believe it will close inside this gap. So from the daily chart, you will see the daily candle is respecting this bullish parabolic from the daily chart. That is the best case of scenario for me. I would love to try to take that sell and that buy over both of them. The second case of scenario, this market will start to go higher exactly from this gap. It will close above this gap, then it will retrace. From that retracement leg, I will start to look for buy because it will engineer the buy side liquidity over here. So if it respect this gap and started to go higher, it will first engineer some buy side liquidity there, and then it will retrace. After the retracement, I'll look for this buy over here around that area. That is gonna be my second case of scenario, which is low probability to me. I really don't like to see this to happen like that way. I don't want to see that. Market doesn't give me a shit. It doesn't need to follow whatever is my expectation. It will do whatever it wants to do. But there is just three case of scenario. This is the second case of scenario, and the third case of scenario. This market will come from here to until this last cap over here. See this last cap. It will come over here, or maybe week will come over here to this last cap. But body will never close above this gap. Never ever it will close above this gap. But more importantly, this gap is important to me actually. So it will come over here and then it will fall for this sell side liquidity. In that type of scenario, I will wait for this gap to be broken at first. From here to until there, I'll try to take some sort of sell. Okay. I'm just waiting for 1 minute before the market open. You guys please don't forget to push the like button, subscribe to our channel if any of you are new over here. However, guys, I'm gonna stay on my micro mini chart so that I can take the sell or buy. Okay. This is 9:30. I wanna see the opening gap. I wanna mark the opening gap. There's the opening gap. Let's see if it can fall. I'm waiting for that candle to close below that 50-minute gap, if you guys remember. Please don't forget to push the like button and subscribe to our channel. We are just 6 people away for hitting 12,000 subscriber. It's gonna be a great moment if you guys, if we can see the subscription like exactly while we are doing the live streaming. It will be awesome. Okay. If there is a gap, I'll take this sell. I'm not asking any of you to copy my trade, but if there is a gap, I'll take this sell. I don't know that I'll get this entry or not, but if there is any entry opportunity, I'll take it. I wish it will take me. If it doesn't take me, bad luck. Come on, man, a bit more. Okay, now I'm in. That 15-minute gap is still respecting. I was thinking that it's going to close below this gap, but that is still respecting. So if it stop me out and then keep falling, or if it keep going higher, I'll wait for the exact same thing I have explained to you. I've just covered that highest up close body close candle 50% from body to body, to see if it can respect that 50%, then can keep falling or not. This is the gap. I hope this gap is going to be inversed and market will keep falling. If it doesn't do that, maybe I'll get stopped out. By using this gap, market will keep going higher to trade any of this quadrant level of the opening gap. It should not take that high if it would really love to keep falling. So my stop loss right now above this high is absolutely in perfect place. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this market is going higher to trade the opening gap 50% or something like that. I'll just get stopped out. My stop loss placement in the right place with not over leveraged. I didn't over leveraged over here. So if it doesn't work, I'll just get stopped out over here and I'll wait for the next opportunity over here. It doesn't need to take that high. Yeah, it has cleared that high, but it doesn't need to take that high. Okay, to be honest, if it really interested to keep falling, I think it will keep falling. But if it doesn't, maybe I'll get stopped out. Yeah, I got stopped out. The first trade didn't work. We'll wait to see if it failed to clear this high, closed below this gap again. I'll take re-entry from here again. If it go above this high, which is from 50-minute chart, that is respecting yet. So if it cleared this high, I will wait for the next case of scenario. As long as this high is not going to be taken, market is going to close below this gap, I'll take re-entry. If this high is taken, not going to take re-entry. Why I'm saying that, because when I took this sell from here, I was not able to put my stop loss above that high. That high has cleared all the buy side liquidity because of the the volatility over here. As the volatility is huge, I was not able to take the put my stop loss above this high. So I put my stop loss by covering the 50% of this candle. If this high is taken, not going to take re-entry. If this high is not taken, I'll take re-entry after closing below this gap. The problem is the volatility. So I was not able to put it above that high because of the volatility. So I need to wait for the re-entry opportunity. Can I take the buy? No, I can't take the buy over here. I have to wait for the selling opportunity as long as this market is not going to close above that daily bullish fair value gap I have explained at the beginning. By the way, if you are bullish, please try to take the buy. Wherever you find the opportunity, take the buy. Actually, this high has been taken already in Nasdaq market. This high has been already cleared in Nasdaq market. So I think I can't re-enter from here anymore. I have to wait for the next opportunity. That means if there is any selling opportunity, then I'll be able to take that sell. I just don't want to take this resell over here because this high has been cleared on Nasdaq market. I'm not bullish. I'm not taking any buy. I will wait for the resell opportunity. I will only take buy if it can close above that daily bullish parabolic gap. Then and only then I'll start to look for buy. Other than I'm only interested to take the sell. I still believe it will fall. Now just watching can it come over here and this gap over here. Bro, I'm looking for selling after 9:30. I'm also looking for selling after 9:30. I believe still it will fall at first, then maybe it will go higher. That was a beautiful market structure shift for me, but unfortunately it didn't work, so it stopped me out. I'll wait for the re-entry opportunity. I just need a setup over here to take the sell. So I just need to see if I can find any 22 YT model, new 22 YT model over here before selling, or does it want to use it wanna reuse this gap? So I have to just be careful with this gap, and then I will do the resell. But again, it can go higher and trade the opening gap 50% at first. I don't need to see that at first because eventually this market has to go higher. So the 50% of this opening gap can be the target for the rest of the day after the fall. If it really would love to trade it at first, then fall, then we have to wait for this line to be traded, which is aligned to this 50% of this gap. Then I'll look for the sell from that area. If it come here, I'll look for the sell from that area. If it doesn't come over here, instead of that, if it started to fall from there, I'll look for the sell, any sort of setup over there to take that sell. Not interested to take the buy. Just wanna see if it can come over here to this gap before falling. Wait. Okay. I will look for buy only if it can close above 27,300. So if it close above 27,300, then and only then the sell is valid to me. Sorry, buy is valid to me. Otherwise, I'll keep looking for the selling opportunity. Prior to 9:30, the gap is still holding the market. This gap, unfortunately, I thought that it's going to be broken and then market will keep falling and take the sell side liquidity, then it will keep going higher. But it didn't do that. It's still respecting that gap. Good to see that. But we'll see if it fall right now over here from that gap. This is the last line for me to think about the sell. The last line for me to think about the sell. Just a waiting period because this 50-minute candle is going to close after 22 minutes. So it can take that high one more time. It has just built. So previous candle high will be taken, then market will start to fall. That is also acceptable. But this should be the last line for the bull run. If it would love to fall, when the body will close below this gap, I'll take resell from there. I'm not asking any of you to copy my trade. I want to take this sell. So this can go a bit higher at first because a 50-minute candle has opened and then the fall. If it doesn't do that, not going to take any trade. Okay. However, if it doesn't work over here, I will just switch to another account. That's all. The only thing is not acceptable. That is, it's not going to take me. That means it closed below and then keep falling. That is the disaster. I wish it's not going to do that. I mean, if it really would love to fall, I hope it will take me and then it will fall. If it doesn't do that, bad luck. Body didn't close below this gap. No trade is valid to me. YM is extremely bearish. So I think they will go toward the bearish movement as well. However, if it takes long time and there is a 22 YT model, I will not try to take the entry from the inverse gap. I'll take the entry from the 22 YT model fair value gap. Okay, so for example, it has built a swing low so far. If this candle were, I mean, closed as a bull candle, and then that swing low has been shifted by a displacement, there is a gap. I'll try to take the sell from that gap instead of the inverse fair value gap. That's more logical to me. But before falling, if it can take that high one more time, previous 50-minute candle high, that's awesome. If you want to take the buy, please go for it. waiting. It's a time distortion. Market is waiting for the macro so that it can run according to the macro. So when the macro will come, I hope the run will happen. So after 2 minutes, I think we are going to get the setup. Before falling, if that high is taken, previous candle high, which is over here, it's really awesome. Like this high is taken, now the market will fall. Awesome. I don't know how to take the turtle soup, but if I really knew that, maybe I would look for the turtle soup entry over here. If you are interested to take the buy, please go and take the buy. Oh, 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 oh. 1 minute last fair value gap, bit higher. 1 minute last fair value gap. Do I have 1 minute last fair value gap? Oh, it's here. Let me mark it. Yeah, it can be traded. I think it's been traded already. The Jews, if we include volume imbalance, body staying above the CE. With CE, brother? I mean, are you talking about this 50-minute candle, a 50-minute gap? Whatever it is, I'm only interested to take the sell right now. As long as this market is not going to close above 27298.50. As long as it's not going to close above that, I'm more interested to take the sell. Overall, I'm bullish, but I can't take the buy right now. I have to look for the sell at first, then I'll look for the buy. This all is the retracement. There is no order block I can use to take my sell. I can't use any order block over here, so I'm not using any order block. I'm just waiting for this inverse gap, or if this low is shifted with a gap, I'll try to take the sell from that gap. I'm not asking any of you to copy my trade. If you are bullish, take the buy. If you are bearish, take the sell. Wherever you find the opportunities, just use it. I'm just watching if it can close below, okay? I hope it's not going to leave me alone. Instead of that, it's going to take me, okay? I am just afraid that it's gonna leave me alone. Just don't do that. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I hope it will take me. Come on. Come on, man. Okay, there is 22 YT model. Okay, still, if it didn't take me, I hope it will work as a 22 YT model. If it doesn't take me, it's a bad luck. Okay, I told you guys, it's just a bad luck. So I'll try to take re-entry while the market will fall. I don't know exactly where, but I'll try to take that re-entry. But you can see here, this candle low, this candle high. There is the 22 YT model bearish gap. So I believe that it will trade this bearish gap before falling. Even if it doesn't want to trade right now the inverse gap, I hope I'll get the entry from there. But if any of you got the entry, congratulations, brother. I think my point was a bit higher of this gap because I can see that it has traded ah, like it's 24 handle already. Now I will cry. Okay, to be honest, I'll cry. I don't know what to do. Oh man, shit. Fuck. Oh man. না না কিছু হয়নি। Anybody got this? I had this ad plays in your stream. 942 on mid cap to you. Anybody got this trade? Shit, man. I got in, brother. Congratulations, Suzivan. Ah, just take the partial, Suzivan, okay, brother? Happy to you got it, okay? It's like 63 handles so far it has moved. Try to take some partial, man. I'm still in 3 micro left. I took it. Wow. Congratulations. All of you, congratulations. All of you, congratulations. Ah, just try to take some partial. Fuck, man. Fuck. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Next opportunity is coming. Next train is coming, okay? I know what I'm doing, but it's okay. Okay, okay, okay. No problem. I'm out. $729. Thank you, done for the lockout. Okay, congratulations, brother. Congratulations. There's the volume imbalance I was talking about. Oh, okay. There was a volume imbalance. Okay, here. My mistake. Sorry, brother. I didn't actually notice that. A small wanting volume. Come on, man. It's okay. No worries, man. I'll find another opportunity. Don't worry. No, that short is not good, man. If it was good, I would take that sell, right? That short is not good at all. I mean, you can take it if you want. I'm not asking you not to take that trade, because if it started to work and then you will say, brother, I wanted to take that sell because of you, I didn't take it. So if you want, you can take it. I can't take this sell right now anymore. So I'm seeing the 22 YT model, and I can see that up close body close candle has traded the entry gap as well as the breakaway gap. I'm watching the order block. If there is an order block, I'll try to take the sell from the order block now. I have the only opportunity to take the sell depending on the order block. Otherwise, I'm not going to take the sell. But you're good to go, okay? Any of you'd love to take the sell, please take it, man. Please take it. I highly appreciate it. Highly appreciate it, okay? I'm not taking it. That's all. Everyone subscribe to the channel. Let's make it 12K today. It is the best. Your ICT concepts will improve so much on on this channel. Thank you, sister, for saying that. Yeah, I just need 6 more subscriber to make it 12K. I hope I'm going to get it by today. I wish I'll get it today. Okay. Any of you would love to take the sell, please go for it, man. Don't don't think twice. Just go for that sell. I'm not seeing any opportunity right now. That's why I'm not pushing the button. I will look for the sell if there is an order block. Then and only then I'll take the sell. Otherwise, no sell is valid to me as long as there is no order block. You are good to go. Why? Because it's not like, how to say that? It's according to the logic of 22, I mean immediate reaction. Yeah, it's immediate reaction. But when this fall happened, you see there is a gap, small gap over here, which is also called the entry gap. So this low has cleared that relatively equal low, straight that entry gap. I still believe this will fall for this sell side liquidity, but I'm not able to enter here uh, because this came to this area and then rejected from there. I'm not sure yet. This is the reversal or the reaction. So I need the confirmation, and the confirmation is the order block. This up close body close candle. So if the candle can close below this candle, then and only then I'll start to look for sell. Otherwise, no sell is valid to me. You are good to go for the sell. Please don't hesitate. Just take the sell. All other market is bearish. Four more subscriber. Four more subscriber. I think I need six more subscriber. I got two. Oh, okay. I got three. Okay, I was a bit late. So it's three more subscribers needed. Thank you so much, man. Just three more subscriber to join the party. Let's see if we can get it. I'm not taking this sell as long as there is no order block. That means body is not going to close below this candle. I'm not interested to take the sell. You feel good, take the sell. Don't hesitate. I will not take the sell as long as the body is not going to close below this. Okay, just my opinion. A bit consolidation is expected. There is nothing wrong for that. Market is in the macro, so I think the expansion will happen within 5 to 10 minutes, and I'll just try to catch that expansion. That's all. I just need to make sure that there is no related equal highs. Okay, there is a equal highs. Yeah, this is an equal highs. Can it take that equal highs before falling? That was an awesome sale actually. All the loss will be mitigated. All the profit will be back. It's okay. Now see if it can fall. Okay, this is the time to see if it can fall because it has cleared the liquidity. A bit consolidation. The liquidity has been cleared. People are seeing bull flag. It will start to go higher. Market will start to fall if it do that right now. If it doesn't, then I didn't frame any sell over there. I told you that I have to wait for the order block to be created before taking the sell. Otherwise, I don't believe in these things as long as it's not going to make the order block. Now is the time to see if it can fall. If it doesn't fall and started to go higher, I will keep waiting for the market to close above 27 to 298.50, and then I will start to look for buy again. No more sell will be valid for me. So either it will fall now or it will never fall. Not going to take any buy, so I'm not taking any buy over here. No buy is valid to me. I'm not taking any sort of buy over here. I think you will hit 12K subscriber today. Stay positive, brother. Okay. Thank you, brother, for saying that. Let's see if we can touch it. Julia, 952 candle is holding. 952 candle is holding. 952 candle is holding. This candle is holding. Why this candle is important? I mean, the gap. This is the breakaway gap for the 22 YT model. This low has been shifted over here. This is the entry gap. This is the breakaway gap. 952 candle is the breakaway gap. This is the origin high of the setup. As long as this high is not closed, this market will fall, and closed below this entry gap, the sell is valid according to the 22 YT model. It's time for the market to fall. If it fall right now, I'll be happy to take that sell. If it keep going higher, I have to wait for this market to close above this high, and maybe then I will see something that I can use for my entry. I don't know. But for me, buying right now, not possible. I can't take the buy, brother, unfortunately. Checklist for bullish bias long term. We traded 50% of the dealing range, created SMT at the lowest or ES, made market structure sheet 5 minutes. The only thing is left those 1 minute relatively equal lows from 5 minute chart. Mhm. That's awesome, sister. For the bullish bias. Yeah, of course. Those people who are bullish, you can look for the buy. I told you the three case of scenarios. So far, it's showing the middle case of scenario that it's coming over here, then it will fall, take the low, trade that area, then it will start to go higher. So it's the middle case of scenario. The third case of scenario, it will close above that daily bullish cap, then retracement, then it will keep going for that buy side liquidity. I'm not still yet thinking about that. I'm still yet thinking about the fall as long as it's not going to close above that daily bullish gap. If you go to that daily bullish gap, you will see that it's respecting the 50% of that daily bullish gap. That gap I have shown you like at the beginning of this trading. I mean today's streaming. So that 50% of that bullish gap is still holding the market. And if you see over here the 50 minute, the 50% of this 50-minute gap is also holding the market over here. 50% of this gap. Nobody has closed above the 50% yet. So I'm still not bullish. I'm still thinking about the bearish run. I want to see this market to fall. I can be wrong. It can start to go higher. And in that type of scenario, I will wait for that daily bullish gap to be broken. And then I will start to look for from the retracement. I will skip all of the sell side liquidities over there. So it's time for me to wait a bit more to confirm. Is it really interested to fall? Does it want to go higher? For me, the buy side has been cleared over here from the 1 minute chart. Now it should fall and go for this sell side liquidity over here. That's my expectation right now. As well as if you go to the go to your hourly gap, sorry, hourly scan chart, and if you mark the gap right now, market is trading from volume imbalance to until the week high. You will see that the constant encroachment of that hourly gap is also holding the market. So everything is telling me look for the sell. I will wait for the confirmation over here to take the sell. I'm only interested to take the sell. Those people who are interested to take the buy, please take the buy without any sort of confusion. Go for that buy. I'm just waiting for another selling opportunity here. Highest up close body close candle, which is an order block, has been traded over here. Market has traded a 1 minute order block around that area from the last fair value gap from the 1 minute chart. 1 minute chart last fair value gap has been traded the opening of this order block as well. Can it fall? No sell is valid to me as long as there is no order block. Which one is the order block? This is the order block yet for me because these candles closed inside the gaps. I'm not interested to see any of them as my change in state of delivery. So this low is only valid low for me to shift. I mean to change the state of delivery. That candle low. Unfortunately, guys, can it go higher? Of course, it can go higher. That is the bias, but I really would love to see the sell side liquidity to be cleared at first. Good evening, loving nature guy, brother. SBUX. What is that? Stock up. What is that SBUX? 12,000 subscriber. Is that really happened? I'm just confused, guys. Did it really happen? The 12,000 subscriber? Let me be very sure. Live count. Thank you so much, guys, for subscribing to our channel to make it 12,000. It's really awesome. Great moment for me. Thank you so much to all of you guys. A great day. A great day for me. Let's see now if I can make a boom. Thank you so much, Jamie. Jency, thank you, man. Loving, thank you, man. Sharada, thank you so much. Daniel, Jamie, thanks for the penguin as well. Any giveaway today? No, brother. No, today no giveaway, unfortunately. Tamimi, thank you so much, brother. A big moment. Finally, man. Finally, I got that boom. Jesse Posada, thank you, man. Hi, thank you so much, brother. Sujivan, I predicted middle of last year that you would hit 12K subscriber by end of 2025, but it's okay. I'm off by 4 months. It's absolutely okay, man. Finally, at least we got 12,000. That's huge, man. I'm really happy. Thank you so much to all of you, man. Betrayers, thank you, man. Finally, we got 12,000. Now give us a boom. Come on, market. Come on, come on, come on. Give us a boom. A new 15-minute candle has opened, and I hope we are going to get the opportunities. I cannot take the buy as well because of those relatively equal lows at 27,069. 27,069. Okay. Yeah, it's tough. Tough, sister. I mean, I'm also bullish, but unfortunately, I also can't take the buy right now as this market has some unfinished business over there. So I still thinking this is going to fall. I believe that I will get this sell. If I don't get it, I'm gonna cry, man. Last sell I didn't get it, so I hope I'll get it. Okay, let's see if it can take me. If the body failed to close below this gap, this sell is not valid. It's doing a lot of drama, and when the fall will happen, I believe that I'll miss this trade. Come on, why you are not taking the sell from here? I can't do that. Unfortunately, I can't do that. I need some sort of confirmation. So watching these two candle as a consecutive order block instead of this candle over here, watching these two candle as a consecutive order block. So if it close below this gap, eventually it is going to close below this low. I believe so. Okay. So I will be able to use these candles as my order block plus extra confirmation of this I mean trap fair value gap. I'll be able to use this trap fair value gap as well. So like two type of confirmation I will have over there. I need that confirmation before pushing the button. I'm just afraid it's not going to take me like the last time it didn't take me. I wish I'll get it. If it does, if it doesn't take me, I will say just bad luck. On my phone, I am still seeing that I have 11,994 subscriber. I think there was some glitch. It's come back again around 11,993 subscriber. I think there was some kind of glitch over there. It's okay. Taking too much time for a setup. Absolutely, brother. It's just consolidating. It's absolutely okay. Actually, this type of consolidation is good. That's actually hold. I mean, gathering the energy before the fall. I think that was some kind of glitch over there. Just kidding. FOMC tomorrow. There is no impact on the market for today. If FOMC is tomorrow, tomorrow's morning session is gonna be difficult to trade. Bad luck. All of our joy has gone over here. However, it's good. We'll see next time. I think some bots unsubscribed, but don't worry, we are getting there. Absolutely, sister. Absolutely, we are getting there. Come on, market. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Give us what we need. Give us that. What? Okay, I mean, let's go. It doesn't need to go above that high because that high is cleared. This high has cleared this high. So it doesn't need to go above that high. If it stopped me out over here, I'm going to switch the account and I'll wait for the next account. It should not do that, but even if it do that, okay, so I will just switch the account because it's just consolidating. And I will say that I fall into the trap over here. It has closed below this gap, which was a fake breakout. It has confirmed over here that I'm going to fall, okay. At the same time, these two consecutive candle are the water block. Of course, it can go a bit higher to trade the mean threshold of this water block before falling, but eventually it should fall. Yeah, I didn't cover the high of this water block around the high over here or about this high. I didn't cover it, but I have just covered the mean threshold of this consecutive water block. So here to here, this is the mean threshold of this water block. That can be traded. There is nothing wrong. But if it doesn't do that, that's the best case of scenario. It should fall right now. I wish it will fall, okay? If it doesn't, it's just in consolidating. তবু মনে পড়ে waiting, waiting, waiting. This is the last area that can hold the market. When the market will close below this, I'll add more over here. You'll be able to see that, no worries. When the market will close below this gap, I need an speedy candle, like one candle, boom, closed below this gap, something like that. I don't want to see this is going to be respected and then market will start to go higher. I don't want to see like that way. I need one speed candle, will break it with a gap that will be unfilled. So after trading the order block, it should build a gap that will be unfilled. You are not going to take the partial over here, you are going to go for the partial around 1 is to 1. So wherever it is 1 is to 1, try to take the partial around 1 is to 1. Don't hold it until that area. Please, it's a request. I need more speed. It's not convincing yet. Okay. I need more speed. That's gonna make that's gonna close this gap with speed. Okay. I need more speed, like this type of candle. Okay. Boom, something like that. Please make sure that you have taken a partial around 1 is to 1. If you don't do that, you're gambling. So don't gamble. I think I'm a bit fast. I should not do it over here right now. I'm a bit fast. I have to wait for this gap to closed before moving my stop loss. So I'll put it over there. It can go back one more time. Okay. So I have to wait for this gap to be broken before falling. This gap is broken, then I'll be able to put my stop loss to the break even. Still, like I didn't like the way this candle has closed. To be honest, I need a speedy candle. And even though it has built a gap, it was not very convincing. But I should write it down the way I'm expecting this market will work. I wanna see this gap to be unfilled. Market should not fill this gap 100%. I'm not moving my stop loss to the break even. I'm just watching if the market can close below this gap. After closing below this gap, I'll move my stop loss to the break even. According to the logic, this should be unfilled. That gap, one tick of this gap should be unfilled. It should leave that gap open. You're watching it. If you are in this trade, that should be your partial. If you don't take the partial over here, you are gambling. Now, if you're gambling, it's your respect. I mean, your responsibility, brother. It's not my responsibility. Okay. It should be your partial around 1 is to 1. Your stop loss is 30 handle. Your partial is 30 handle. So far, it has provided you 36 handle. So please make sure you have taken the partial. Please make sure you have taken the partial. If you didn't take the partial, and later you will say, "Oh man, I didn't take the partial. I got stopped out." Blah 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 blah. hmm I'm not gonna accept that. Please make sure you have taken the partial. But brother, it is going to fall. I don't give a shit. I told you to take the partial around 1 is to 1. Put your stop loss exactly to the break even. Exactly to the break even. There is no compromise. There is nothing. You have to do it. I'm trying to show you the price action. You should do what I'm saying. If any of you are in this trade, I'm not asking any of you to copy my trade, but if any of you are trading or in this trade, make sure you have taken the partial. Institutional order flow entry drill. If it make this gap, okay, I don't know it will make this gap or not. If it make this, okay, there is no gap, so I don't need to talk about that things over here. Okay, took me. It was not necessary, to be honest. How much do I have the loss actually? $183. It was not necessary, to be honest. You should not get stopped out because your stop loss is at the break even. I'll wait for the breaker block to take re-entry if it provide me any entry. Okay, now you will get stopped out. After taking the partial, you got stopped out, unfortunately. I was fast? No, I was not fast. My stop loss placement was good. By the way, is there anyone was there anyone who was in this trade? Was there anyone? Boom, thanks, Wizard. You're most welcome, Jai. I have taken partial one micro left as runner. Absolutely, man. You did a good job, Suzivan. Boom, partial taken. That's a good job, brother. That's why I keep saying, take the partial. I don't really care about that. It'll work or not, I don't care. But you have to take the partial. Took partial and stop loss. It's cool, man. Stop loss hit, partial taken, and stop loss was in profit. Hmm, perfect. Perfect. It was overzealous to come back again over there. It's the part of this game. I'm trying to use every PDRA to take my entry. Every single time it's going to stop me out, I'll try to enter from every single PDRA. Actually, my plan to add over here, but as I saw that my entry is over here, I can't add over here. That's why I didn't add it over here. But if I could enter from that area, maybe I could add over there more. Partial taken, one left. That's cool, man. Tito, I have a question. If we have 1 hour bullish fair value gap, but at the same place we have 15-minute bullish fair value gap, what retracement we expect mean reaction about 15-minute fair value gap or 15-minute? If you have the 15-minute, then you have to look for the 15-minute. 15-minute the highest priority to me. I always look for the 15-minute chart. But yeah, for extra conferences, sometimes I use the hourly. Taking this entry is actually highly risky. I'm not interested to take this trade, okay? It's highly risky. So I will let this market to fall and close below this gap to take re-entry, okay? I'm not taking this entry. I believe it will work, 100% it will work, but I don't want to take this trade. Just gonna let it go because I'm not feeling good, okay? I'll just let this go because, you know, I'll just let it go. Man, it's okay. $183 loss. You are in loss. Yeah, I know, I know. I'm in loss, bit loss. Perfectly. So it's going higher now? I don't think so. Are you a bullish or bearish? I'm bearish, brother. I'm bearish for a certain period of time. After that, eventually I'm bullish. Right now, I'm bearish. I'm gonna keep this okay over here because I believe it will work. I'm just gonna keep it. Okay, I didn't take it, but I wanna keep it over here. That was the plan over here to take the partial exactly to the top of this gap. That was the plan. You guys know that, okay? But later I just switched my mind and didn't take this trade. But this is the PD array where I can leave this PD array to send the market until this gap. I just want to keep it over there, like 1 is to 1 partial. Perfect. Just want to see if it works or not. Why you didn't take it? Because I'm feeling like I'm forcing the market. My feelings, okay? This is just feelings. According to the price, it should work. Send the market over there, it should work. But as I got stopped out, right now I got stopped out and then immediately I jump into another trade in front of all of you. I don't feel good over here. That's why I'm not taking this trade. Okay, that could work perfectly. So perfectly. That could be awesome. Awesome. Perfect. Perfect. Now is the time to take the decision. Is this market bullish or is it bearish? If it is bearish, it's going to close below this gap. If it closes below this gap, I'll take the sell from this gap. This is the last line for the fall. If the market is bullish, this is the last line for the fall. Keep watching. I believe it will keep falling, but if I'm wrong, okay, and market really would love to start to go higher, in that type of scenario, I will just use the buy setup. Hi Titu, just came here. Hey Edith, thank you brother for being over here. Let's go. Why did you mark 955 fair value gap instead 957 fair value gap? 955, 957, 955 ADA instead of 957. This one. See this fall over here? That fall appeared on the chart. It came to this entry gap. That is the gap. Respected from there. Before reaching to this area around here, this was the last gap. Then this gap has been respected over here. Tap here, went higher, cleared the buy side liquidity. Next time, when it is going to close below this gap, it should work as a resistance. Market should keep falling. However, anybody took that sell from this gap? If you took, congratulations, brother. Are you kidding me? Are you taking sell from here? Yes, sir. It's already moved a lot. I know. I wish it will take me. I wish it will take me. If it doesn't, bad luck. This was absolutely unnecessary, to be honest, guys. Unnecessary. Absolutely unnecessary. So this is my last opportunity to take the trade. I didn't push the button over here because I was thinking that I got stopped out here. So I'm going to take the re-entry over here because I'm in FOMO, I'm in forcing market. That's why I didn't push the button. According to the price, that is the gap where I should re-enter or I should add more over there. As I missed it, this is the last PDRA that I'm going to use to take the sell. Nobody should close above the consonant crossment of this gap. Not even a single body should close above the consonant crossment of this gap. Before clearing this sell side liquidity, okay? Not even a single body should close above the consonant crossment of this gap before clearing this sell side liquidity. We can did the damage. That's why I put my stop loss above this candle. That candle has inversed this gap. You're watching this gap. I'm watching this gap over here. See this gap? This candle low, this candle high. I'm watching this gap, not this gap. It's been marked because this is the first presented fair value gap to me. This is all the PDR I'm using over here for your understanding so that you can understand the market movement one level to another level. I wish it will give me the my partial. I hope so. If it doesn't, my bad luck. Like if I close the trade right now, I'll be in profit. But I wanna see the precision. Okay. Now my stop loss is over here. $100 profit? Come on. Seriously? I'm just kidding. If it is, I mean, inverse and stop me out, I'll get it stopped out. Okay. So 992, 26,992, 26,992. Oh, brother, this is awesome. Thank you. But you got it stopped out here, brother. I really don't care. Sometimes shit happens. That was a probability to me. And all of this area, I never talked about buy. I told you when I'll look for the buy. If that happens, then and only then I'll look for the buy. You are the wizard. Thank you. I know that. I know that. To be honest, man, it doesn't need to happen. I really wanted to see it to unfilled over here. If it would unfilled, just think like that way, man. I'm with four micro contact, took two partial over here, closed one over there, and holding another one until that area. Wow. It's just wow. It didn't happen, man. So don't talk about that. Yeah, I know. That was a beautiful trade. Thank you, Dora. Mitigated my loss this morning, got stopped, then ran to TP. Congratulations, sister. If any of you are in this trade with me and didn't close the partial, didn't close the partial, you're gambling. You have to take the partial. This is the sell side liquidity. Market can now inverse, okay, reverse, not inverse, reversed, and it can go for the buy side liquidity. It can do that. If any of you didn't take the partial right now, you are gambling. So don't gamble. If you took one micro contract, close the trade. If you take two micro contract, take the partial. If you took like five micro contract, close at least three. At least three, just closed it over there. Boom, hit daily loss limit and then it dropped. Sorry, brother. I'm extremely sorry for that. I'm not going to hold this trade anymore. Okay, I'm done for holding this trade. Yeah, I need the speed actually, the momentum. I'm not getting the momentum, so I'm not happy to hold this trade anymore. I need the momentum below this line. So if it wants to make a sell side liquidity, then interested to inverse again, reverse again, then I'll try to take resell over there. Hmm, good. Let's see if I can have mitigated my loss. Okay, $999. So mitigated my loss perfectly. That's I'm happy. There should not be not even a single person in loss today. Every single one of you should be profitable. Why my channel is saying that I'm in 12,000 subscriber? No, actually I'm in 99, 93. I don't know why my phone is showing 12,000 subscriber. See this outside liquidity. This is now gonna be my new target. So I'm waiting for a new sell setup. From where? This is the area, man. New sell setup. If you are profitable, switch your chart, man. Hey, story. Thank you, man. Sell from this area. Sell from that area. Sell from this gap. Sell from this gap. Sell from this gap. All the area I showed you, okay? Sell from this gap is a loss, 33 handle loss. Sell from this gap is a run for 67 handle. Sell from this gap over here, from that gap, from this gap, it's a run for near about 147 7 handle. Sell from this gap is near about so for 127. Sell from this gap is about 76 handle. What else do you need? There is new day opening gap, bro. I didn't know that, man. I'm watching the 15-minute last fair value gap, brother. There is 15-minute last fair value gap that is holding the market. You guys can check it. Go to your 15-minute chart, and you will see there is a 15-minute last fair value gap. This is the sell side liquidity that is gonna be my next target. I'm not going to take any buy. No buy is valid to me as long as this is not going to be cleared. All the people are seeing this is a support. Market is going to respect it. They're chasing it. I wanna take the sell over here for this sell side liquidity. The best area from this gap. So I will wait for this market to come over here, then build a setup over there to take this sell side liquidity. You wanna take the buy? Congratulations, brother. I highly appreciate it. Take the buy. Don't wait for me. Just go for the buy. No problem, man. Just go for the buy. Remember the way I explained this order block over here? This consecutive order block, you have to wait for this order block to be traded. So this is the candle later as a hindsight, I can see this is the candle that has validated this order block, not this candle, not that candle. Actually, that was the candle. So why it unfilled it? Because it wanted to trade this order block. I thought that the order block has been traded over here as well. Mark a line here and extend it to your right, you will be able to see this is the candle that has closed below this consecutive order block, not that candle. So it traded the order block, then it has fallen. My misjudgment was over there. I'm so sorry for that. But in that area, you should have taken some partial over here. And maybe then you will get stopped out to the break even. Then you will re-enter over here. You will re-enter over here, or you will add more over there. That should not be the unfilled gap. The unfilled gap is over here. This gap, it should be the unfilled gap. Market should not fill this gap 100% here. If it fill this gap 100%, I will show you the best breaker block setup today. That works 95% of the time. I should have told like that way. In my life, I have never seen that breaker block failed. If this gap is 100% filled and then it build a breaker block, I'll show you this precision. I wish I'll be able to do that. If you short NQ, then hold it until no, man, it's not a bearish market. It's a bullish market, brother. In my opinion, it's a bullish market. Isaac. Honor, why the target is 27,993? 27,993? That's the low of the candle from daily chart. That daily candle doesn't have any wick. There is a new day opening gap. Exactly 26,992.00 is the high of the new day opening gap. So that high of the new day opening gap is going to be my target. If it doesn't come over here, no sell is valid to me. You wanna take the sell from this gap, from this gap, from this gap, go for it. If it doesn't come over here, I will not take any sell over here. I know this is going to be taken, but it doesn't mean that I'm gonna push the button. You are good to go for any sort of sell. I highly appreciate it, brother. My job to show you the price action so that you can open your eyes and you can wait for the setup. If you don't do that, instead of that, you wanna go for the trade, please go it, man. Please go for it. Okay. Like here, I told that I'm not going to believe it. I will wait it. Yeah, yeah, of course, I know that it is going to work, but it doesn't mean that I'm gonna simply blindly push the button. I can't do that. I have to wait for the setup. Brother, you took the sell here. It was an probability to me. Why? Because market has cleared. See, this buy side liquidity has been cleared over here. Beautiful market structure shift, fair value gap. So I took the sell from that gap. According to the logic, it should fall and do that unfinished business. It didn't do that. It did the second case of scenario. At the beginning of this stream, I told you three case of scenario. If you guys remember, first case of scenario, it will fall, then it will go higher. Second case of scenario, it will come to this gap very specifically, to this gap. It was a bold statement. It will come to this gap. Look at the 50-minute candles, how it has been respected the constant crossment, and then it will fall again. Third case of scenario, it will keep going higher and then closed above the daily bullish fair value gap. I'll try to take the buy over there. I'm not bearish anymore. That is the third case of scenario. It has done the second case of scenario. It first came here, then fall. So now I'm waiting to take reselling opportunity. I'll just wait for this market come here at first, then I'll look for the sell. If you are bullish, take the buy. No problem, phoner. Bro, I freaking missed a short position just now. There is no short right now, for me at least. If you missed it, don't worry, man. Next train will come. I missed a lot of sell. I missed this sell. Lot of sell, brother. 27030 NAS 100. 27030. I don't know what you're talking about, brother. In NAS? Okay, that is different price actually, brother. For me, still there is no sale setup. You guys can look for the sale. You can think that this is going to be taken from here. Please go for that sale. I have to wait for this market to come over here. If it doesn't come over here, take this sell side liquid. I'll let this go. You'll see that. Okay. For me, this gap should hold the market, send the market higher to clear some buy side liquidity, and then it should fall. Take this sell side liquidity. If it doesn't do that, I'll let this go. In other words, see this gap is going to be built over here. Maybe this market will trade this gap and then it will fall from 15-minute chart. I can be wrong. This market can keep falling. Take this sell side liquidity. I can miss this trade. And if you don't want to miss this trade, just go for it, man. Bro, I'm so done for the day. I missed a short at London session, now at the New York session as well. Fuck. Sometimes it happens, man. I missed this sell and I was just feeling like shit. But eventually, I'm happy that I have mitigated my loss. So my sell for the trade for today, I first took this sell, didn't work. Took this sell, got stopped out to the break even. Took this sell, got some partial, and stopped out to the by trailing the stop loss, stopped out over here. So I tried three sell here, see, and this. I just didn't push the button over here because I was feeling like I'm in FOMO. That's why, okay. So he's going to take the sell side liquid. I'll let him take the sell side liquid. I'm not going to touch it. We'll wait. If it can go over there, I'll take the buy. Sorry, sell. Otherwise, if it come to 26,992.00, I'll start to look for buy. I'm not asking any of you to look for the buy with me, but I'll look for the buy from that area. Not enough. I need more run until 26,992. Until here. I need the market to come over here. And then I'll start to look for buy from there. And if Suziban were here, he would say that, brother, it's London closing, so it's a reversal time. I think he's not here. Need to wait for a very good setup. Unfortunately, we had a beautiful setup. Unfortunately, we had a lot of beautiful setup over there, brother. What do you think about the TZR strategy? I have been using it and getting pretty good result. I don't know what is TZR. Oh, Suziban, you're here, man. I was missing your comment actually. You should say that, brother, this is the London reversal time. So market is going to reverse a bit. What is TZR, brother? 26,950 small opening gap there. 26,950. It can fall a bit, brother. Okay. Until 944. It can fall until 944. It is the zone of the daily, sorry, the new day opening gap. That's the zone. Okay. It can fall until that area. Can I take the sell right now? Please don't do that. Now the market is bullish. Anytime this market will start to go higher. The best is it will come here, then it will reverse. TZR is a scammer. I don't know him actually. Makes money with courses, not trading. Okay, I really don't know him. 26,990 level should be taken today. It's Friday, no week low. Yeah, we have already talked about that. 992 is the level. 992.00. It should tap over here where is we have the new day opening gap as well. Then it can go higher. I'll look for that. Teaser is a trader, makes YouTube videos. I don't know him actually, brother. If it works for you, just keep using them. I mean, whatever works for you, use them, man. Use them. As long as it's working, keep using them. If you see that it's not working anymore, then move somewhere else. What the hell? However, guys, are you green today? I need to know that. Are you green today? It really broke my mind. I mean, broke my heart when I saw 12,000 subscriber, and then I saw it's 99, 90. Is that scamming? Please don't do that. Whoever is doing this, please don't do that. It broke my heart. I'm not making all of these things for fun, okay? Analytics. Someone is doing fun with me, okay? Please don't do that. I'm a very small guy, okay? With a very small people amount of people. Blown my funded. Don't you? Seriously, man? No man, go watch it. No man, I'm not interested to watch anyone's strategy, like new strategy. No, I'm not interested about that. So like TJR, okay, I will watch it. Can you please share the link on the Discord? I'll watch what he's talking about. But then you will get hurt. If I say something bad about him, you will get hurt. I really don't want to hurt it. But I'm really sorry. But if I see something illogical, like a CRT, candle lens theory, it's absolutely bullshit. Just a rebranded things of ICT startle soup. Absolutely bullshit. So like something like that. Okay. If I see something is like absolutely shit to me, I keep saying that, unfortunately. And you will get hurt. You'll say, oh, this guy is just haters. I'm not haters. I'm just, I want to use something that really helpful. Thank you, Jamie CS SC2. I will watch it, man. If it make any sort of bullish fair value cap over here, I'm going to take that buy. If there is any bullish fair value cap, I'm going to take that buy. I'm not asking any of you to do that. I'm going to do that. Okay. It didn't make any bullish fair value gap, unfortunately. So let this go. Hi, sister. He's a ICT guy as well. Oh, that's cool, man. I'm break even. At least good. At least you are in break even. I was having issues getting into Lucid website. Let me see. Hey guys, if any of you are interested about Lucid trading, please make sure that you have used the code T2 Wizard. I think there is a problem. Oh man, if it was a good market structure shift, I would go for this buy. But right now, it's like still there is no fair value gap, right? Bullish fair value gap. So I'm not thinking about a buy over here. Yeah, as there is no bullish gap. Oh. Brother, it is going to fall and take this low. I want to see that. But if there is any bullish setup, I'm gonna take that buy. I don't care about that low. Okay, it's my opinion. I'm not asking any of you to follow me. Just my opinion. If there is a bullish setup, I'm not going to think like twice. I'm gonna take that buy. That low is not important to me. If it start to go like that, Evan. No, it's working. It's working, brother. Yeah, everything is working. Everything is working. However, I really don't know it's scamming again or not. But guys, if any of you are doing this intentionally, please don't do that. I'm very sensitive about this. Okay. I grabbed two 50K flex with your code the other day, bro. Ready to work on the evals. Tito, I wanted to ask you once past. Do you go for five payouts, the new accounts, or is goal to go live? Do you go for five payouts, the new accounts, or is goal to go live? If you have the goal to go live, make sure that for lucid trading, the best thing is to go for the live. Go for the live. Try to go for the live. That is the best. So try to take the five payouts. But before taking the five payouts, make sure you have five funded account. Because when you will be in live account, you won't be able to take any other eval to pass it to make it funded, then make it live again. So you will just all the accounts will be closed except the funded accounts. And every single funded account, when you will get one payout, they will move it to the live account. So make sure before going to the funded account, you are in 500, you have 500 account. I mean, it's really very bad. Okay, the way like it went higher, I could take a buy from that area. From that area, I could go for the buy. Unfortunately, I don't have the fair value cap over here. So it's already too far for me to take the buy from here, because if I take the buy here, I have to take the partial over here above this high, which is the 50-minute bearish gap. So my plan was to take the buy from here to take the partial to this gap. Unfortunately, I missed this buy. So this is bad luck. Okay. Unfortunately, there was no setup. I told you that if there is any gap, I'll take the buy from that gap. Unfortunately, there was no gap. So I didn't take this buy. And now I can't take the buy anymore because this market is going to approach to 50-minute bearish gap. So from this bearish gap, it will fall again. I have to watch it. Restriction from Lucid, Tradify, Blue Guardian, and others. In your country? Where are you from, brother? By the way, thank you, Trader Cups, for using the code, man. I love you. Okay, then goodbye. I missed today's trades, but we'll get some tomorrow. Hope you all become successful. I hope so. Thank you, brother, for being over here, man. Titu, why did you wait for it to take sell side liquidity even though it had already traded into 15-minute last fair look up at 1041? 1041. Because that was a clean sell side liquidity, right? It was building, it has built a sell side liquidity. So people will start to think, I'm gonna catch the bottom. That was the bottom, right? I am gonna catch the bottom to take the buy. Those people are going to get stopped out, then it is going higher. Unfortunately, I can't take this buy right now, unfortunately. So I have to look for the sell. If I can find any opportunity, I'm gonna take the sell. You're from Indonesia, epic face scam. Thank you, brother. I'm not sure that it will give me that opportunity. If it give me that, I'll take this. Okay. That means body is going to close below this. I'm gonna take this sell. Kaga, no NGO Brol AU. What does it mean, man? Aspire. Thank you. You're most welcome, brother. Da Delsi Hiri ini sell the jam 1033. Okay. Payout the Kaga go Iggy demo mental go Iggy Kachau. MC3 Kali dari January Weak. WK. Ask kidding, man. I'm not asking any of you to go with me. You can go with yourself. I'm gonna try to take this sell for this line. If the market can close below this gap, I'll try to take the sell because I can't take the buy right now. I had the opportunity to take the buy from here. Unfortunately, it didn't give me the opportunity, so I missed the buy from there. I can't take the buy over here as long as this gap is not going to be broken. Even if this gap is broken, I won't be able to take the buy. The first reason is it can do the, this is the gap from 15-minute chart, so it can go until some area before falling again. So for me, from here to here was the buy. From there to there is the sell. So I'll try to take this sell if it closed below this gap. Again, I'm not asking any of you to copy this trade. Please don't copy my trade. It's a request to all of you. I'm just trying to show you the price action, not giving any signal over here. I'm not a signal provider. Don't treat me as a signal provider, by the way. Quack, quack. Wei bang. Oh, Lu, Yang, Yutu, Yak, Kokak. Nice language, by the way, brother. Aok. Guys, only English, please. To try and I speak. I was trying to catch them. Nice language, to be honest, man. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Come on. Come on. Come on. Take me, 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 take me. Take me, 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 take me. Take me, please, 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 please. Stop me out, but don't fall without me. Please, 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 market, please, please. Shit, man. I I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Am I back again to 93 subscriber, or I'm still in 12,000? Anybody can confirm that? Tito, sorry to bother. So you work on 5 evals separately, yes, sir, until you have 5. Then you go for live on all of them. No, of course not. Separately, man. You need 5 accounts all together separately. If you have like 5 lucid trading account, 5 take profit trader account, 5 uh, top step account, 5 uh, apex account, 5 maybe Tradify account, then you can make them a group and you can trade them by group. But you always have to have 5 option so that you can trade those 5 accounts differently. Man. By the way, I'm still in 12K. Thank you, team. On my phone, I don't know why it's still showing that 993 subscriber. I need to trust my thesis. I don't know why I always doubt my overall thesis, even if no, I know it works. You have to practice more, brother. I have it all. I'm disciplined. I don't overtrade and I don't take high risk, but my trading results are still poor. You have to go differently, brother. Go. You're writing boom, brother. Did you get that entry? Congratulations if you get that entry. Nice 36 handle move. At least 1 is to 1 partial. Let me see if I can use anything so that I can take the trade. I know it's gambling, but I'll take it, okay? It's a perfect gambling. I'm taking this because of some like $90 profit, okay? Something like $90 profit, $96 profit. So even if it doesn't work, I'll get like $69. I'll be in green at least. I know that it's gambling, but I'll just take this. Shouldn't. It's not going to work. Gambling. I was in gambling mode. Anybody can tell me that? How can I take this trade? How can it not be a gambling? Any of you? Any of you can tell me that how it is not going to be gambling? Is there anyone who can tell me that? Less is more, brother. Yeah, I know, brother. I was gambling. I told you already that I was gambling. Okay, so I just took one micro contract entry. You see, I just closed it manually because it was a perfect gambling. No, no, no higher time frame confirmation. I have all the higher time frame confirmation already. So it's not like the higher time frame confirmation. There is something that I can take this trade. I'm so sorry, guys. I clearly told that it's gambling. Okay, so I closed it immediately. I closed it. Okay, when I saw it's not working, I just closed it. I was in gambling mode. I'm so sorry. I clearly told it's gambling. It's not something like it is going to work. I knew it. No, no, no. It was perfectly gambling trade. Gambling, absolutely gambling. But there is a way I could take this trade. There is an MMBM on the 1 minute after we took the sell side liquidity. No, that sell side liquidity need to be taken again. There is no MMBM yet. But there is a way to take this trade. Is there anyone who can tell me that? By the way, Owen trades, man. That's just my opinion. Okay, I'm still thinking that that low will be taken one more time. I'm not bullish yet. Okay, so I can be wrong and it can start to go higher. Of course, you can be right. That was just my opinion. So please, absolutely, Big John Viking, absolutely, brother. No, Netkid, it was gambling, brother. No breaker block. There is only way to take the entries from the order block. If there is an order block, then and only then I can take this trade. As long as there is no order block, I'm not able to take this trade. I don't see it 1 minute chart. For me, there is liquidity from 90-minute cycles taken. Okay. I hope you will be right, brother. Market will go higher. I hope so. That will be awesome. But I still think this will fall one more time. It should fall, okay? You can see the liquidity has been cleared by a shallow run. That is the reason I'm not thinking this is done its job over there. People are still seeing that is a support. Let me show you that. See this low, that low. I'm gonna mark that low over here. What do you see over here? A shallow run, which is still a support. Nobody got stopped out over here, and they're taking more buys over here. They're buying, and I wanna see this market to fall one more time to take this low one more time. So this is an obvious liquidity right now. There is an opportunity. There will be an opportunity for the market to fall one more time to take this liquidity. In my opinion, I'm still thinking this will fall. After coming here, maybe around the PM session, it will be bullish. But right now, I'm not. The consonant crossment, perfect area it's trading right now. The consonant crossment of this week, the consonant crossment of this week is being traded over here. Perfectly go. 15-second, I see entries, but nothing I like. Let it go. Where would be the order block need to be take the trade? See this candle. If the body can close below this candle, it's gonna be my order block over here. So if you do that, I'm gonna take the sell from this order block. My TP is Newark high. Best of luck, brother. Stop loss below 1108 candle. 1108 candle. So your stop loss is below this candle. Good luck, brother. I'm just watching the reaction from this order block. That reaction can send the market above this high one more time to fill this gap. To fill this gap 100% to make a breaker block around that area. It can do that. It doesn't need to do that. Instead of that, it can respect this high, respect this 22 YT model, respect, and then keep falling. All I need a order block over here to take the sell. I'm not bullish yet, okay? But I can be wrong. This can keep going higher. If you want to take this buy, please go for it. I highly appreciate it, brother. And I believe that I'll be wrong over here, okay? This market will keep going higher. So you will be right and you will get your boom, brother. 100%. Go 3 to 17. Did you get your reply, brother? I hope tomorrow will be a good day and I don't overtrade. Did you overtrade? Don't do overtrade. Just need $300 more to pass this account. It's making the bull flag. I think it will do a bit 5 more minute to a bit consolidation. After 5 minutes, it will start to fall. I mean, within 5 minutes, it will start to fall. Mm. I don't like to close my trade immediately by manually. I don't like to close it as it was gambling. So I closed it manually. Okay. Unfortunately, it was gambling, absolutely gambling. So I closed it manually. Yesterday PM session, I closed it manually. After 45-minute consolidation, it fall, hit my target. So whenever I close it manually, it works. I don't know how, but it works. I still believe this is going to work. And I will actually take the sell from this candle. I'm not asking any of you to go with me. Maybe you are right. Maybe this is going higher. Okay. So you should be safe by taking buy. But I will try this sell. If it close one tick below this candle, I'll try this sell. My stop loss is above this order block, just above this order block. So if it doesn't work, I'm gonna stop out with 32 handle, and that's gonna be the last trade for today. Okay. Yeah, eventually I will stop out with some losses. I know that. Nobody should close above the 50% of that green box. See this green box, it should not close above the 50% of that green box if it really interested to fall. It has tapped to the 15-minute bullish fair value gap, last fair value gap that's been broken already two times. I don't think so. This bullish fair value gap from 15-minute last fair value gap, it's going to respect that gap one more time. I don't think so. It's going to respect that time one more time. Okay. I can be wrong again. You don't need to copy my trade. Hold on your bias. Be bullish. Try to take that buy. I really highly appreciate that. Still, that 50-minute bullish fair value gap is holding the market. I believe it will be broken. Okay, go to your 50-minute chart, mark the 15-minute last fair value gap. There is a 15-minute last fair value gap that's been broken already. Uh, but I think it's not going to hold it. Okay, so it's gonna break it and market is going to fall. I hope so. This is the only barricade that can stop the market, send it higher again. So I wanna see this to break this candle. At least the 50% of this candle should be broken. If there is a gap, I'll be able to put my stop loss to the break even. If there is a gap, that gap should be unfilled. If there is a gap, I'm not sure that it's going to make the gap or not. If it make the gap, that gap should be unfilled. Let me see if it can make the gap. Okay, it's a very small, so I'm not going to keep it. I'll let it go. It has built another sell side liquidity over here. I trailed my stop loss. I'm not asking any of you to do that. You have to take the partial around 1 is to 1. So if you can take the partial around 1 is to 1, you are lucky. Not happy to see this reaction from this order block. So it came exactly to the opening of this candle and rejecting from there. I don't like it, okay, to be honest. I want to see this to be broken. This is the only PDR that can stop the market and send it higher again. For this buy side liquidity market just engineered over there. I'm not able to put my stop loss to the break even because it can come back again to 50% of this gap. That's why I'm not able to put my stop loss to the break even. If I get stopped out, I'll get that loss, unfortunately. All I need to see a body close below the 50% of this candle. That's all I need, nothing else. If I get a gap over there, oh man, I'm safe. 100% I'm safe. I'm just trying to show you the price action. I'm not giving you any kind of setup, no signal, nothing. Just the price action. That's all, brother. It's my intention. If you are bullish, try to keep looking for the buy. I'm not right over here. I'm not always right. I'm always wrong. Okay. So don't believe me instead of believing yourself. I don't want to take any blame from you. Never ever. I have no intention to take the blame. 69. The body should not close above this line. It can trade that line, but it should not close above that line. I passed my TD 50K eval today. Trade day, right, brother? I made $600 in funded, but sadly also blew up one eval account. Done trading for the day. Still, you have done a good job, man. It's a good job, to be honest, brother. I highly appreciate it, man. You have done a really good job. This price is really so tough to trade, but still, you have done a good job. This is the candle I'm expecting to fall. To be honest, I need a big candle right now, a huge candle, not to the upside. It should be to the downside. Yeah, now, come on, fall, 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 go, 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 go. It should fall. This low will be taken. My stop loss will be at the break even. If this low is taken by tick, I need a big candle right now, huge candle, not to the upside. It should be to the downside. If any of you are in this trade, you have taken the partial already. You should take the partial already. This low will be taken. I'll put my stop loss to the break even. I'm not going to believe this trade anymore. Okay. Now, if I'm extremely lucky, it will give me my partial. If I'm not lucky, I'll get stopped out. Unfortunately, brother, this is what it is. I need a big candle right now. All I need a big candle. That's all. That big candle doesn't need to take that low, but it will be a big candle, something like this type of candle, that type of candle, a beautiful cell candle, no wick, nothing, something a very small wick, something like that. It's okay if it doesn't work right now. But if any of you are in this trade, make sure you have taken some partial, okay? Please take some partial. Your stop loss was over here. I remember, okay, 33 handle. It has already given you 45 handle. Please take the partial. If any of you are in this trade, take the partial. My job to show you the setup, the price action, all the things. But partial is in your hand. If you don't take the partial, if you wait for this line to be taken, don't regret later, okay? It can build another liquidity over here before falling and taking this low. I don't want to take that risk with your real money. Why it is doing that? Because that is the support zone. Every single time it will make a bull candle, everyone will enter over there. And how many times it is going to make that support zone stronger, I have no idea. So that is why I'm saying you to take the partial. Don't hold it until that extreme liquidity. Please don't do that. Take the partial. Take the partial. Still, you have the time. Take the partial. Put your stop loss to the break even. And then let the market go. If it works, perfect. If it doesn't work, stop you out to the break even. Be happy with that. How many times you got the partial opportunities? Don't forget about that. Why did you close the two? Because it's going to hit it. Do you know that? I feel like that way. If it doesn't, I will just simply close the trade. Like when it will go higher and close this gap, I'll simply close it over here. Exactly over there. You're not the market maker. I know that, brother. I know that. I'm not the market maker. See this fun? This is real fun. Look, first, it's another one. See, look at that. That. Look, it's took me out. Look, go, 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 go. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. 26,132. So I need another $100 actually. I'll see that later. No worries, man. Gonna call that boom. No, man. It's okay. Yes, trade account. That's cool, man. I think you will get your boom. I didn't get my boom. My bad luck. My this is what it happens a lot of time. It makes the strongest liquidity right now. That means it's going to give me another opportunity to take the sell. When this gap is going to be inversed, I'm able to take re-entry from this gap to until that area. Do I need to hold it? I don't think so. This gap is closed. I'm gonna close the trade. I don't care if it works or not. But I was really so much confident that it's going to take this low. Okay, I was really so much confident about that. But mm, no problem. Gonna call that boom. You can call it a boom, man. Like from here to here, like here to from there to there, it's kind of 30 handle, okay? Something like that. 30 handle. You can call it boom, man. But the fall was like until here, which was near about 52 handle. So partial, you can write partial boom as if you want. See if the 1055 candle is broken, it should take a break lower. It will fall. 100% it will take. But as it is the extreme liquidity, most of the time it do this type of shit. Lot of time. It will close below this gap. You will see that how it's going to take that liquidity again. But I don't want to take that risk. Just keep watching, okay? I'll just wait. It will close below this gap. This low is gone. Even ICT has said many times not to try to squeeze every bit of the move. Always look for low hanging fruit objective. Absolutely, brother. This is the extreme liquidity right now on this market. I never try to hold my trade as I mean until the extreme liquidity. This is the extreme liquidity. The low hanging fruit was below that low. That's why I told that when this low is taken by tick, I'm gonna put my stop loss to the break even because this is the low hanging fruit. Okay. Hello, Kitty. Brother, I think we are going to close lower today. I believe the daily candle is going to be down. It can be. It can be, man. I don't need it. Okay. All the day I was bearish. All the day I tried to keep selling, keep selling, keep selling all the entry. Okay. This was gambling. So I closed it. And you can see over here, when I closed this trade, if I do it manually, ever I do that manually, I don't know why. It always works. If I do it manually, it always works. Like here. I'll say that boom, okay, 65 handle run from that area. Whenever I close it manually, it works so beautifully. I don't know why. এই কি সমস্যা? কি সমস্যা? কি? কি? We're going to oh, it can be bearish, brother. I don't think so it will be bearish. I mean, sorry, I don't think so it will be the bearish run around the PM session. That means let me go to the NQ chart. When it will come over here around that area, I believe it will go higher. Okay. For this, all of this buy side liquidity here. Sorry, I don't know you hear me or not. When it will come over there, I think it will go higher for this buy side liquidity here, and finally for these buy side liquidities. Here I have a lot of buy side liquidities, like buy side liquidities over there. I'm not asking they are going to be taken, but I believe it will go toward that buy side liquidity after reaching to this area. But for me, this is not the liquidity taken yet. Okay. Oh, actually, it has taken the liquidity. My mistake. It has cleared that liquidity. Sorry, sorry, sorry. So I was wrong over here. Sorry, the MNQ didn't clear that liquidity, but you can see here it's been taken by NQ chart. So liquidity has been already cleared, but in MNQ that that low didn't been cleared. But in NQ chart, which is the real chart, this is the real chart. It has cleared that liquidity over here. Another shallow run. Like if it fall one more time, perfect. But it doesn't need to fall this sell side liquidity one more time. For me, from here to come here, then go higher again. That could be awesome. It doesn't need to take this liquidity again. It has already cleared the liquidity over here because all the people who took buy here, their stop loss is just at the break even. So this low is more than enough for taking the liquidity. If it falls, that's perfect. If it doesn't fall, also it's good. All is going to depend on this gap. If it can close below this gap, you will see this liquidity is gone. So actually it has been cleared by NQ. It didn't clear by MNQ. It can start to go higher right now. I'm not interested to trade this launch hour anymore. That was my last pushing button here from 11:22. So I was holding the trade around 11:22. Sorry, around the morning session. But inside the launch hour, I really don't appreciate to trade any of you. I have blown a lot of account inside the launch hour, guys. Anybody has any question? If you have any question, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm done for today. I hope everyone is good today, and I'm really happy to see this 12,000. Thank you so much for all of you, to all of you, for subscribing to our channel to make it 12,000. I'm really happy for this today. This is all overall today's trade. The first sell didn't work. All other sell worked so perfectly. I just closed this one manually because it was gambling. I didn't want to promote the gambling to any of you. Just because of that, I closed it over here. And I was not happy to see that. So I waited for the order block to be formed. It formed over here. Trade this order block. Now this sell side liquidity is my opinion is going to be taken. And the market is coming for this gap, new day opening gap. I feel like that. Okay. I can be wrong. It can be bullish. If you are bullish, try to take the buy. Okay. I prefer not to take the buy as long as it's not going to come here or it's not making any bullish fair value gap from 15-minute chart if it would love to inverse from there. So if it want to inverse from here, it has to make the bullish fair value gap from 15-minute chart. If it would love to come over here, you don't need to wait for the 15-minute bullish gap. Just wait for a bull setup to take the buy. That's all. It's my opinion only. Okay. Don't take it as a as your direction. Thank you, brother. I will see you tomorrow, God willing. Thank you so much, brother. You're most welcome, man. Trader, congrats, my friend. This is just the beginning. Absolutely, man. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. So Yeah, this is just the beginning. $12,000 is sorry, 12,000 subscribers just the beginning. Come on, man, it's not just the beginning, man. I've already crossed a long way, man. Like my dream was like if I can make 5,000 subscribers. That was my dream. Okay, if I can make 5,000 subscribers. Now it's 12,000, man. Can you imagine? It's 12,000, man. It's a huge, man. I love it. I love it. Love to have this 12,000 subscribers. Mm, wow. Ah, say something. Say something. Hello. Say hello. 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 No hello? Meow. Go, go, go. She's so angry. I don't know why. She's so angry on me. Thank you guys for being over here. 12,000 is great. Absolutely, man. It's huge, man. You will hit 15K, then 20K. Oh, man. I can just say I'm laughing at that. That's all I can say, brother. But yeah, I hope your word will be true and we are going to get that 15,000, 20,000 one day, maybe, inshallah. I don't have the beauty, you know. I have the brain. I know that. I have the brain. You care or not, I don't care. But I know I have the brain. I have the brain to read this market. Not 100%, but at least in a beautiful way, okay? Most of the time you'll say that I'm right. Most of the time, but not in a right way. Like my first trade, no, it didn't work. It didn't work. It's a part of this game. I know sometimes it's not going to work. I didn't over leverage over here. I didn't do anything shit over there. Just simply let it go. So after this trade, every single trade or every single direction works so beautifully, right? Here, it missed that line. You will say this is a pure failure. I will say no, it's not failure. If I take the entry over here, I told you that to take some partial, okay, something like 34 handle, 40 handle partial. Take the partial and then put your stop loss to the break even. If your stop loss is at the break even, yet it is at the break even, you didn't get stopped out, and you can hold it until that area. So you didn't get stopped out. I will say like I have the brain. I will say that, okay. But yeah, it's true that I don't have the beauty. But people fall for beauty rather than the brain. It's the problem. That's why I'm not getting a huge subscriber. One day I will get it, man. One day. 51% is an edge. 51% is an edge. Why did you say that, Judy Hamilton, brother? 51% is an edge. Why did you say that? Which 51%? I don't know. Is there any comment I missed? Why is that an word block? I thought word block needs to be highest up close candle. This is the water block because this low is below this gap. See this gap, this 22 YT model gap, breakaway gap. This is the candle that candle's low is outside of this gap. If you look for this candle, okay, this candle body closed inside this gap, breakaway gap. So it's not my order block. This is my order block because that is going to change the state of delivery. If the candle closed be inside this gap, then how can it be the change in state of delivery? This gap is changing the state of delivery. But if the low of this gap, the body, of course, not the wick, because we can come until here, it doesn't have any importance. If it close, or sorry, body is outside of this gap, then it's going to be the change in state of delivery. What did I tell you? When the first time it is going to close below this gap, this sell side liquidity is going to be taken. Now look at this candle. If it doesn't take this sell side liquidity and closed over here, this is going to take this sell side liquidity. Like write it down in the white paper. Okay. If it doesn't do that, I will stop trading. Why? This is the trap gap. There is 0% possibility the next candle to close above the constant crossment of this gap. If it can close below this gap, just keep watching. There is 0%, nearly 0% possibility for the candle to close above the constant encroachment before clearing this liquidity. This is the trough fair value gap. See, the low is taken. That is the power of the trough fair value gap. I can take sell again if I get the opportunities. Okay, for example, I saw this candle closed below this gap. The next candle, I'm gonna take the sell. The same setup I took from here, remember? From there. I mean, I was talking about this. I didn't sell because immediately after getting stopped out, I didn't want to jump for another trade. That is, oh, sorry, my mistake. Sorry, this is not the last gap, the trap gap. This all the trap gap. This gap, I took the sell exactly from the low of this gap. There is 0% possibility for the market to close above the constant crossment. Sometimes shit happens, and this is going to be the warder block, which is going to work with this trap gap. You don't need to be right all the time. Sometimes this type of mistakes we have to accept it, man. We are not the market maker. So sometimes we have to accept it, but we have to predict the market. This is the fake breakout closing above the constant encroachment. This is going to work as an order block. Here, this candle. This candle closed below this candle. Look at these candles. I'm not talking about this order block, this order block, which is depending on this 22 YT model. I'm talking about this order block that has traded this inverse, trough parabolic up over here. Look at the bodies, how beautiful it has been respected over there and keep falling from this order block over there. So from there, keep falling, keep falling, keep falling. And this is exactly that type of trough parabolic gap until the sell side liquidity over here. I hope it will make any sense to you. If you're right, 51% of the time is the long run you win. Absolutely. That's true, man. But I believe that I'm more than 51. I'm right more than 51% of the time. You don't need to be right 100% of the time. I agree with you, brother. Thank you for that confirmation. People still think that this guy is going to be right 100% of the time. I'm not going to be right 100% of the time. Nobody can be right 100% of the time. Sometimes they will be wrong. Sometimes they will be right. So this is the end of the day. I end up with $255. Like this is what it is. It could give me a huge boom over here. Like I could get some kind of 23 handle more. I could get that 23 handle more. It could be like $120 extra. I could have that. In that type of scenario, maybe I would have passed the account already. I still need to make $118. I have to make a $118 to pass this account. Maybe tomorrow I'll pass it. Maybe I'll blow it. I don't know. I actually bought those accounts just to make sure that my funded account is safe. But eventually, when I push the button from my phone, it was mini contract instead of the micro contract. Just 10 handle move against my bias, just blow my account. I mean, didn't blow it. Still, I have some portion open. Let me blow it. Actually, okay. So let me blow it. I think I have $30, something like that. If it go against, okay, now it's blown. I didn't close it. Okay, it's automatically closed. The account is gone. So I tried it just by the morning session. I failed. Okay, unfortunately, I failed because of my mistakes. I pushed the button from the Nasdaq mini contract instead of micro contract, three mini contract, sometimes two mini contract. Unfortunately, load shedding, all of these things just messed up with that account. Unfortunately, so I bought all of these accounts to keep it alive. Unfortunately, it is what it is, man. Bad luck. Okay, unfortunately, bad luck. Mistakes happen with the human being. Exactly, much more. Thank you guys for being over here. Please don't forget to push the like button before I close the stream. Sorry, before you close the stream, make sure you have pushed the like button. See you tomorrow. Until then, cheers, guys.